What's up, guys? DB-YGO here with another Locals deck profile. I'm here with
David.
And David got second place today at Locals with, what deck did you play?
We played Sky Striker.
Oh man, here's some Sky Striker. We haven't had one of these show up at Locals. He's not from our area, I mean, he's from Omaha, so he drives down here, Lincoln, to play. But we don't have many people here playing Sky Strikers, so yeah. But we'll see what he used today, and yeah, go ahead and get into the deck profile.
So I guess starters pretty standard on Sky Striker. 3 and 2. I do like the 2. I just like the math a little bit better on ultimately like having 8 starters, give or take. You know, Engage, Rhoda,
yeah.
Then or 7 starters. Then having the 6 like some of the lists in the YCS play.
Okay.
Then impactful hand traps, Bell, Ash, Veiler for the monster hand traps, and then...
Oh, sorry, how many Veilers were a little...
Yep.
There we go.
And
Imperm.
And Imperm. Basically just planning on playing against Drytron, so Bell's really impactful there.
Mm-hmm.
Tri-Brigade, where the effect negations become really good, so...
And Bell's really good against Revolt, too, so...
Yep. Yeah, and then stopping Revolt with Bell. So just kind of made the hand trap choices based on that, something that was effective in the meta, and then the effect Veiler becomes especially important because I do play the Halka Fibrax into access code combo.
Yep.
So got those. One of Pank because we are blind going second, and Pank's
nice.
a good card.
Yep.
Let's make people either blow a negate or get something off the board. Now for Sky Striker cards, we're playing 3 Widow Anchor, 2 Shark Cannon, 2 Afterburners, 2 Area 0. It was okay. I would not be unhappy if I only had 1 in the deck and maybe a 3rd Shark Cannon. So that one was probably the only call I might change, but at the end of the day, it's just another way to get to Ray when you otherwise brick, because it happens sometimes. One of's the best card in the deck.
Get out of here. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, probably needs to get banned again. Well, not really. I mean, Sky Striker isn't that good anymore, but...
it'll get better once Dragoon goes away.
Yeah. If when the meta shifts, maybe from some boards ending in Dragoon plus other negates, this will become a much better deck. But as long as there's a ton of negates, like against Drytron, breaking the board a lot of times requires your entire hand.
Yeah.
Like you're playing down to the last card and just hoping and praying sometimes. So we have those. Our pseudo Ray.
Mm-hmm.
We do play the Hercules base because we are playing Prosperity. So it's one where you really need to dig with Prosperity. Resource management becomes a lot more important going into the grind games. So we main deck the Hercules base just to be able to recycle those Sky Striker cards after you banished like half of them off of Prosperity there. But Prosperity gets you to cards that you need to see, and at the end of the day, like, this deck gets really good once the engine gets going, and that's the biggest thing, is just find the cards to get your engine going. Eagle Booster did more than its fair share of work. I definitely agree with a lot of the YCS players that are saying this could be at 2, and nobody would be unhappy about that, just because it does really save you when you're trying to make plays happen. Just when you need those effects to go in. Play a little bit more draw, just a Foolish Burial and Metalfoes Fusion.
Yep, gotta load those spells up.
Yeah, just a quick way to get stuff in graveyard and get those second effects. Mainly of Engage, live there, and then probably, the best one-ofs in the decks.
Yes.
Well, on most decks. Like, Upstart Goblin is we're playing 39 plus Upstart Goblin. We're not playing 40 cards.
Why not?
Rhoda, and then Terra.
And Area 0 Searcher.
Yep.
Alright,
Get that in.
40 cards, right?
Yes, 40 card main deck.
Yeah, you already said that. That was a good question.
Pretty straightforward. 3, 3, 3, 1, and 1.
Alright, so I forgot what this does.
Yeah, so Zeke, when it's banished, or when it's summoned, you banish the targeted card on your opponent's side of the field till the end of their turn, so their next turn. and then you can target something else you have and give it 1,000, pop it and give it 1,000. So, like one of the fun plays is if you're later in the game and you do put a second thing on board, is because Zeke just needs the one Sky Striker and then anything else. It doesn't require 2 Sky Strikers. So like if I Widow Anchor something of yours, I go into Zeke, banish something, and then like if I have Hercules base in my hand, I can attach Hercules base, pop here Hercules base, give this, bump this up to 2,500, get the Hercules base effect to start just recurring my cards. So it's just another way to do stuff like that. Jingirsu didn't come up today. Just didn't have the opportunity to play any against any Dragoon. Nobody was ending on it that I couldn't break with something else.
That's non-targeting, non-destroying removal. That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's the way out there, and then the Halka Fibrex combo. You basically just use whatever tuner you have as a hand trap plus your Sky Striker monster. Go into Halk.
Veiler.
Yep. Summon Veiler. Go into Celine with the Veiler because it's the spellcaster, and then summon it back. You know, you're normally going to have 3 spells in grave, and then go into Access Code that way.
Very nice.
So pretty standard extra deck. I guess like the only ratio that some people talk about is like the third Hayate, which I mean a lot of times if I'm using Prosperity, I just banish it anyway.
Yeah.
If I'm not like worried about time, I'm probably banishing that plus Kaina and something else.
Right.
Side deck, we played 3 Nibiru, 3 Skullmeister, and 2 Gamma Seal.
Okay.
Gamma Seal was super clutch. Good against Drytron today. Gamma Sealed the Herald, so I didn't have to play through 4 negates, which made life a lot easier.
So besides it having the lowest attack, obviously, which is why it's usually the best one, is there any reason you chose that over the Wind one that can take out the barrier statue?
Oh, I don't own the Wind one.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
This is just what's in the binder, man.
All right, hey, fair enough.
Like I played this whole deck today because it's basically what I already had.
Okay.
I wasn't looking, to go buy a bunch of cards when we're coming up on reprint season, and I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a long time, so was just go with it. Shared ride, because sometimes you want to go first, and it makes people think. It's like the worst version of Max C.
Yeah, but I mean, that's pretty good against Drytron, though. You can, like, if you don't droll them, you just advantage off their advantage.
Yep, yeah, and then, like, at the end of the day, Striker, if you get enough cards, will get there. So, yeah, like, if you're playing against a combo deck, you decide to go first, activate Shared Ride, you're going to have enough cards in your hand, you're going to have the starters you need, you're going to have the spells you need to load the graveyard, and from there, like, even if they're coming at you with 3 or 4 negates, or more, you can play through it. You'll just have the resources to get there. Twin Twisters, just because sometimes back row's a thing, same thing with the Harpies, and then same thing with Jamming Waves. Jamming Waves is also another fun one. If you are playing against Dragoon and they have a back row, you Jamming Waves the back row, and then the non-targeting allows you to out the Dragoon. So you do need the back row there,
but it destroys, though. Dragoon can't be destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it can't be targeted or destroyed.
Oh, we were playing that wrong.
It's all right. It happens.
Yeah. Luckily, that didn't come up today.
It's all right. You still have you have Ningirsu, but that didn't come up either. But
yeah. Well, we didn't have to end any Dragoon boards.
Just play Talons.
Yeah. We were able to access Code Talker out the Dragoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
So,
all right, sweet. So that is the deck profile. Do you have any shout-outs or anything else you want to say?
Shout out to my boy Ethan and Celestial Cards and Collectibles.
We got Ethan in my video again?
Yeah.
I'm honored.
Yeah. Hooking it up with the cards, making sure, driving me out today and everything. It was a lot of fun. And we also beat him, so.
Rip.
We'll need that memorialized on video there.
Good.
Awesome.
It's up there forever now. But yeah, thank you for being in the video. Thanks for doing the deck profile. Appreciate it. Everybody be sure to like the video, share the channel, subscribe, get the bell, and all that good stuff. And we will see you next time.
Dan, kind of.